Hey, welcome to group break number 557. Today we have another little 6-box mixer here. We got some extended, some series 2, some SP game use, some series 1 from a 13-14 series 1 blaster, 22-23 SPGU, 24-25 ice. Here are your teams. Good luck, folks. We had one trade of the Penguins for the Rangers and Florida. I don't know why my brain always struggles with that, but here we go. We got an overtime pack here. We'll do that. We got a Cutter Gauthier for the Ducks, Mikko Rantanen for the Avs, Bobrovsky for the Panthers, and Eklund for the Sharks. So we'll ship all that stuff. Let's do the blaster first. I'm going to do blaster, extended, ice, SPGU series 2. There we go. Alright. This pack is normally a young gun. It is a young gun. So we'll try and save the young guns for the end just because it's more fun that way. Build the suspense. Build that suspense. Again, reminder, this is an old school blaster. There are going to be base packs. I believe that's the other young gun there. Yes. Two young guns per blaster, so you have a what? 1 in 25 chance of hitting that McKinnon. And we've opened up probably like 20 blasters, it feels like. Haven't pulled one yet. It's probably closer to like 15 blasters, but alright, 2 packs to go here. These are not ripping nicely. Alright. Good luck. Here we go. Oh, well, for the Devils, Adam Henrique on the MVP. Man, I love those. Hockey Heroes of Yari Curry for the Oilers. 4, 5. Base pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's another base pack. Here, I'll put these here. 1, 2, 3. Some more base. 4, 5. Base pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Young Gun Canvas. Connor Carrick for the Washington Capitals. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Base pack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fleischman for the Panthers on the MVP. So you should all be base here. That's just a decoy. Should all be base here. But I just do this to double check. It seemed about right. The 2 MVPs, a canvas, Hockey Heroes. That's typically what you get. Getting a Young Gun canvas is nice. But it's time for the actual main events, the Young Guns. Alright. For the Calgary Flames, Sean Monahan Young Guns. That's a good one. That's a good one. Monahan for the Flames. So I would say getting McKinnon is unlikely at this point. Justin Fontaine for the Wild. We'll take a Monahan. We'll take a Monahan. That's a good get. Alright, let's get rid of these stands. Box, box, box. Stands. Series 2. Push these to the back. Give myself some room. And so I'm just going to organize them so I can get them in the order that I want to break them in. All right. Here we go. Let's see an OV, right? Let's see an OV auto. Let's see that sleeve. I mean, I'll take an acetate young gun, but let's see that sleeve. There we go. At some point I will get new music. I just haven't had the time to sit down and look through the uncopyright stuff. So Kucherov, Nylander, Josh Doan, as I'm listening to the same playlist over and over again. 6, 7, Jacques Hughes, Kozak for the Sabres, and an upside down Hellebuck. Oh, this is a weird case with Maverick Bork on the Dazzlers. Because we've had an extra Dazzlers and Outburst in every single time we've gotten the Outburst. Stankoven, McDavid, and Rupe Hintz. Fantilli, Brad Lambert for the Jets. And Barkov for the Panthers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gun Outburst Young Guns. Bradley Nadeau, Logan Mailloux, and Denton Mateychuk on the Outburst Young Gun with a Willie Nylander on the Dazzlers. Nice Mateychuk there. We'll get that sleeved up. McDavid, Bichel, and Brady Shea. Shea's for the Predators there. Nice Mateychuk. Double Outburst box. We'll take that. Especially because we were getting double the Dazzlers. I wonder if the second half of this case, or like half the boxes, will just not have an Outburster and a Dazzlers in it. Or if we're just getting insanely lucky. Which, like, hey, we'll take insanely lucky. We got a Trilogy rookie, I believe. Looks like a Trilogy rookie. Looks like a Trilogy rookie. It is a Trilogy rookie. Black and white Young Gun canvas. Rizkovian for the Stars. Mateychuk base Young Guns. Nice one there. Bedard. What base? No, that base isn't off-centered. Nadeau. Crosby. St. Louis. St. Louis, I guess, legend canvas. Always trips me up because it's like, right, it looks so modern, but it's a legend canvas. Mailloux, Geeky on the first round for the Lightning, and Darlene for the Sabres. 6, 7, 8, 9. So we get to the Rizkovian here. Let's even top load that because it is a case hit. Definitely a player to keep at least an eye on. For Utah, Josh Doan to 499 on the Trilogy rookie. Chase Bradley for the Avs, and Lekaramaki for the Canucks on the Beehive. Maverick Bork for the Stars, Lekaramaki on the Reflections, and Nuge for the Oilers. 6, 7, 8 exclusives. Bobrovsky for the Panthers to 100. Nice Bob exclusives. Brad Lambert and Lekaramaki on the Encore. Take the Bob exclusives. That was a good little box. Outburst Young Guns, black and white Young Gun canvas, exclusives. That's the extended that I know. All right. Ice time. Brad can go there. Put the base cards away. Ice time. Let's see Ice Premier's patch auto to 10. Let's see one of those guys. Here we go. Give me the articulates. It is not the articulate. So I might go down the other side here. Jack St. Ivany and Archdeep Baines to $7.99 for the Canucks on the Ice Premier's base rookie. Logan Morrison for the Kraken. Akil Thomas, Artemi Panarin, Kings, Rangers, and Declan Carlisle for the Bolts. Ekblad, Shesterkin, and Scott Morrow. Lane Hudson, green rookie for the Habs. Glacial Graphs for the Minnesota Wild. Philip Gustafson. That is an update from last year. And a Jackson Blake for the Hurricanes. Gonna say it looks like a little bit of a darker color, so that would be last year. 'Cause typically they try and match these colors up a little bit with the previous year, but we'll take that for the Wild. Take an autograph for the Wild. I'm just trying to get to the articulates. There we go. Matt Boldy for the Wild, John Tavares on the articulates for the Leafs, and Cormier for Vegas. This will be an articulate. Del Bell Blues, Caulfield, and Rempe, and then this should be a Sub-Zero. If it follows the pattern of our last box, but maybe it won't. Nope. Karazi for the Penguins, Brindley for the Blue Jackets on the purple, Nazar for the Chicago. This is probably another Ice Premier's rookie here. It is Marner for the Leafs, Joel Blomqvist for the Penguins to $3.99, Archdeep Baines for the Canucks. I want to say Blomqvist is a $2.49 rookie. Here's our Sub-Zero. Hyman. Shiberkov to $6.99 on the Sub-Zero. And Brindley for the Blue Jackets. This feels thicker. Because it is. We got Exquisite. We got Exquisite. Pedersen with a Macklin Celebrini Exquisite rookie to $1.99 for the Sharks. That color match, dude, that is a sick looking card for the Sharks. And a Malatesta. That is a sick looking card. Where are my 180s? Ah, I don't have any out. 1 second. Those are nice. The color match on that, oh, I'm a big fan. I know some people don't like the pattern in the background, but I don't know. With the color, looks nice. What a little good box of ice here. Front and center them. Rich Kovian can go to the side there. Cool. And a frozen in time. Faber? Nico Hischier for the Devils on the Frozen in Ice. So rip card there. Morelli for Vegas. I honestly don't know what the Celebrini Exquisites are going for now. Should just be a base ice rookie. Connecting for the Flyers. Chibrikov to 9.99 for the Jets. With a Mayu rookie for the Habs. It's a nice little box there. Another nice little box. Oh. Are we back? Are we back? Let me know if we're back. My internet just disconnected. Perfect. Perfect. I heard the beep as I turned away and then looked and it's like, uh-oh, that's never a good time when I hear a beep. All right, we're good? It looks like we're good, so. Let's do 22-23 SP game used. Are we still good? I think we're still good here. I still see it at least, so it looks okay. All right. Worst case, it's all in a recording. All right. Thin pack of SPGU. Thin pack of SPGU. See what we're gonna do. Hurt my ears on this thing. All right, Kaprizov to 225 for the Wild. Frederick Karlsson to 225 for the Stars. Authentic Rookies autograph, not a bad one. Sandberg for the Jets. Rookie Outbursts, Matt Boldy for the Wild. Andre Palat on the Stadium Series fabric for the Bolts. Nedeljkovic to 35 for the Red Wings on the Purity. And a Rookie Outburst of Ratcliffe for the Flyers. So, not bad. Two decent jersey cards. 35. Could do worse. Could do worse. Obviously, there's words that you'd like to hear other than could do worse, but those at least look somewhat cool. They look like a Black Diamond jersey card, honestly. And Sandberg, I mean, I guess his secondary market isn't the best, but he's still a good player, so take a good player. And Nedeljkovic to 35 isn't the worst either. All right. We got this little with the string 24-25 SPGU. Alrighty. Here we go. Another thin pack. Another thin pack here. Shabbat, Undersley, Frank Nazar on the New Grooves. Danny Heatley for the Senators on the red. Kovalenko on the Authentic Rookies to 149 for the Avs. Heiskanen, jersey for the Stars. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins on the Heritage Classic for the Oilers. Sebastian Aho for the Hurricanes. And Keith Primeau for the Flyers to 99 on the jersey autograph. That's kind of cool. Nice one there for the Flyers. Kind of cool. Always sick to hit, like, you know, person that doesn't have a ton of modern stuff. Yeah. Yeah, he was. Good box of SPGU. Put that here. There we go. All right. Yeah, because Heiskanen, Nuge, and Aho aren't bad on the jerseys either. Series 2 time. Yeah, SB Game Use is one of those like guilty pleasure sets, isn't it? You know, for the most part, you're gonna get some not great pulls, but when you hit, man, it's a beautiful product. All right, let's pull a Bedard, please. Don't make me have to go back through all my recordings and make sure that we at least got one from the case. All right. I want to see something special here. Something fancy. Something fancy. We'll do one more break after this. We'll do one that has metal in it, just because I don't know why I'm feeling that box of metal for some reason. But we'll do one more, then I've got to unfortunately do some other work stuff and get this sorted. All right. Grubauer for the Kraken, Berggren for the Red Wings on the clear cut, Nuge for the Oilers. Draisaitl, Morgan Riley. There he is. Connor Bedard, Young Gun for Chicago. Looks pretty okay. Pretty okay. A little bit of the chipping in the top that you normally see, but like I don't think it's a 10. But it's definitely a 9. Like, definitely a 9. Because some of these were really rough, so. Ritzkovian can go to the side. There we go. You wish he traded you, but he's glad he's stuck. Alright, we got the Draisaitl, the Nuge, and the Afanaseyev. Deluxe of Murphy for Chicago. Could you imagine if that was a deluxe Bedard? Tage and John Ludwig for the Penguins. Tage, Sagan, Levi. Jakai, Lorai, and Daniel Gushin for the Sharks. Yeah, Celebrini ain't too shabby, but in terms of rarity, there's only 199 of those. There's a lot more than 199 of those. So, both of you are pretty happy, I'd imagine. That seems like a weird card. Oh, it's just canvassy. Okay. Oh, no, it's an outburst. That makes sense. McCann with a Morella and a Troy Terry outburst for the Ducks. McDavid, Georgiev, Will Cooley. McDavid, Artur Shilovs. Calder Cup playoff MVP. We'll give him the sleeve and top load treatment. And Grubauer for the Kraken. Olivier on the Director of Boards, Fowler, and Jack Hughes. Dazzlers of Ben for the Stars, Bobrovsky and Luke Philp for Chicago. And finishing off the box, a Beniers, a Claude Giroux, and a Clevin. A Kraken and a couple Senators. All right. Yeah. All right. Recap time. we'll do the next and final break, I think, of the day. Some of our cooler stuff: Shelovs, Young Guns, Ritzkovian, Black and White Canvas, Sandberg Auto, Outbursts of Boldy, at least the Jersey Outbursts, Glacial Grasp of Gustafson, Bob exclusives, Monahan Young Guns, pretty cool. Matejchuk Outburst. We also pulled his base, which is also solid. The Premu, honestly, really nice pull to 99 on the Jersey Auto from SPGU. But the Celebrini, in terms of rarity, this is much rarer than the Bedard, but like really cool looking card. But hit of the break, come on. Come on. It's got to be the Bedard. Let's go. Group break 557.